Good afternoon, guys. I'm here with a 2014 Yamaha. This is my wife's ski. See her name? It's coming off. Anyways, this ski has 105 hours on it. It's never been abused. It's always been serviced on time. Yamaha has really let me down. This is my ski. See, my name's on it. It's a 2017 Yamaha FX Limited. They're both FX Limiteds. That's a 2014. These are the SVHOs. This head is cracked. So I didn't see any crack on it. So I didn't want to believe it was cracked. So I made this tool. Okay, these are your exhaust ports. And as you see, there's silicone still in them. I didn't clean them off because there's no need to. This head is trash. Okay. Water comes out of the exhaust on this Yamaha, so I had to make, like I said, this. I siliconed it. I used the intake manifold bolts as I showed earlier in my video. And I had to put double nuts on them. You know, I didn't want to have to buy any bolts. Bolts are expensive up here. Now I also made this one. This is a must. This is for the head. And I made it perfectly fit. Now if you look how long these bolts are, if I would have had to buy these bolts, there's 10 of them. These are probably grade 8. You know, they don't have to be grade 8, but again, you would have spent probably at least 50 bucks for a bolt like that. So why waste money on something like that? So what I did is I made this plate, I put it on the block. This color goes down, as you see the black. Let me take these off first of all so you guys can see them. That goes on the intake, or the exhaust, I'm sorry. This is the, goes on the block straight down. And then the head goes on top. Again, you silicone all the water ports. Okay, and then I made this one here. I put a valve stem on this. I will rent this tool to anyone that needs it. These heads are extremely expensive. Just a bare head, I believe, is like $1,500. So you silicone this on. This is where the thermostat goes. You put this back on the engine, so you don't have to buy no bolts. You tighten it down. I used a 3/8 impact, and then I hand torqued them. You know, about 45, 50 pounds. And I put about 100 pounds of air pressure in there. And when I did that, right over here, cylinder number 3, it was bubbling like crazy coming out right here. None of these other ones were doing that. Now, I could have swore it would have been these first two. Because when I took the engine apart and I took these out, these were so milky compared to all the other ones. So I thought it was cracked up here. It's not. It's cracked at number 3. So I ordered a head today. I'm taking this one back to California. Basically, I'm going to have a machine shop, local machine shop, which is Q&E in Anaheim. That's Q like Quick and E like Edward in Anaheim. Vance is the owner. He's extremely good, and he's a really good machinist. It's a small mama papa outfit, and they do these. So he's going to build a new head for me, and I'm going to put it back on. But I wanted to share this with you guys. If you guys want to make one of these, it took me about 15 hours. It took me about 8 hours or 9 hours just on this one because I had to cut it. I decided instead of spending all that money on bolts, I got more time on my hands. So I might as well make it right. And it worked out awesome. And then again, I had this one on the exhaust. Cleaned it up, repainted the exhaust side of it, and I found the leak. Without it, I would have been puzzled. I would have been thinking it's the oil cooler. I pulled the oil cooler off. I tested it. That's easy to do. Nothing. The problem is the head. So if any of you guys have a problem with water going in the oil, now water was not going in the cylinder. It was only going into the oil. So I caught it very early. So again, like I said, you guys have a problem with water in the oil, 9 out of 10, it's going to be the head. And I'm hearing that these heads, they're having a lot of problems with it. This ski has 105 hours on it, and I just had it serviced. So, and then these bolts I use for the thermostat, I bought a new battery for the ski. These are the old bolts. See that, guys? So I use the old bolts, which work perfect. I think they're number 10 size head, but a number 8 thread, I believe, fine thread. You guys know most Japanese bikes, quads, you know, anything has that. And here's the valve stem I made. This thing worked great. I did it this way so anyone can use this. You silicone this around here. You put it on there, just like so. You put the bolts, tighten it up, let it sit. I put this on and I let it set before I went to bed last night so it would dry. I put this one on, I let it set for 4 hours. And like I said, I found one of these, I think it's this valve here, inside here, the exhaust valve is where my leak is. This thing never got hot. It's uncalled for why it did that. No reason why it did that. I have no idea why it did that. But it did, and basically I'm gonna try to put it together. And probably gonna go ahead and sell it now. Maybe sell them both and get me get me something else. I don't like the Sea-Doos because I don't like the props, but you know, I don't know why it cracked. Only 105 hours again. Thanks for watching. Contact me, leave me any messages, and I will reply back to you as soon as I can. Thank you.